And here we are. Hello, everybody in chat. Glad y'all took your time out of the day to come view this stream today. Want to thank Lefty for filling in for Robert. Robert couldn't make it today because he's helping his friend out, probably moving stuff.
Happy to be here.
Our guest tonight or this evening is Brookley Bell. It's her first time being on a stream like this. She has been on one before. It was with Stephen P, but it was 10 minutes. So this is going to be her first time up being interviewed.
Everybody knows I'm anxious about it too, because somebody.
You'll be all right. And
Did that freeze again?
Yeah, you froze a little bit. Yeah.
Fabulous.
But we're gonna go ahead and go with the hellos. First one in today was Kelly Foreman. You got Maria Z. Bex still in you is here. Mystery Snail Guardians, Eduardo, Maria Z. I already said that. Let's see, we got Scott Schmidt. Lefty is in the chat. Boy.
You doing okay over there?
Skull Aquatics. Yeah, I don't want to mess. Then we got the doc here trying to stir stuff up today. As you can see in the chat, trying to get me in trouble with my co-host, Eric Wyrock. Let's see, we have Jenna P. Stephen P. I think that's it. More will come in. Oh, there's Liquid Zoo. Because the notifications don't come out too good. So we got Color Guppies. Because I missed Rico's stream today. I didn't know he streamed.
Dennis in there.
Bonoski. And Michael Long and B Wiz. So, Brookley, how many tanks do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 7. You count the rooms. We'll count them all as one. That'd be 8, I guess. There's 5 my snail rooms. My nerites.
What type of fish do you like to keep?
Angelfish and tetras and ropefish and plecos and all the things. I have a lot. Whatever will fit and can go in community tanks pretty much.
So you like a lot of community settings then?
Yes. Yeah.
By the looks of them 2 tanks, you do pretty well with escaping them too.
This one, I need to redo it. I'm not happy with it, but it's all right.
You'll make it tier like.
I'm learning a lot. Learned a lot about hardscaping and what not to do, because I made it really hard for myself to clean that one.
Everything sucks.
I can't take any of the hardscaping out. Like, it's in there, can't come out, and I can't clean it well. So, and you definitely can't catch a fish. So, like, ever. So they're in there.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Whenever you do aquascapes, it all depends on how you set it up. If you put too much in there, it makes it hard to do anything in them.
I'm learning. I know what to do now. I have a list because I'm a lister.
Yeah.
Lists are good.
Yeah,
they're definitely good.
Matt said he likes my shirt. Yeah, I got my Rico shirt.
I think I saw him sneak in the chat too.
Yeah, he finally showed up. Little funny guy. So how long have you been keeping fish and doing your hobby there?
I mean, I had the goldfish in a bowl when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And then when I first married my husband, we had just a little, like 1 or 3 gallon little thing. I definitely wasn't doing anything right though. It was pretty bad. So I had a lot of failed attempts. And then we moved in this house, and I had 5 10-gallon tanks all around the house um, for a while. And then I saw a 55 on Marketplace, and I decided to get that and consolidate them all. So I only had the one for years up until this past fall when I kind of went MTS hit hard. So, so
Yeah.
yeah, I have a lot, and I want more. I want a bigger tank. I want
You
to
always want
want to
more.
get rid of the 55. Yeah, well, I want to get rid of the 55. It's not my can't really escape it easily. So
No, you can't. And like behind me, this one, you got that big castle in there, and you don't got a lot of room around it. So
that's a 55.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
see.
it's like 2 foot or 18 inches deep. It's tall, and it
This is
just
just water sprite bomb.
yeah, it
It's
is.
that's what
Wish,
that is. Yeah.
wish mine did that. Mine dies.
I don't like it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull it, but I need to get more hardscaping. Pulled
Yeah,
it. Um, that's the tank that had the mysterious high TDS, and so Steven said to take the hardscape out. And also, I had blackbeard algae bad, so there's no hardscape. So for now, water sprite has to stay, I guess, because I have some fish that might not be fine with an open tank. So
they need hiding spots too.
yeah, the
So yeah,
rope
you might
fish.
want to stick with that for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be what it is for now, but I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
It rooted itself too. I just had it floating in there, and it literally self and just exploded. Water
that's
sprite.
crazy. Now,
Yeah,
do you have CO2 in them tanks?
but I'm gonna get some.
Wow, that's just crazy how you don't. I did water sprite and it just dies.
Yep.
Hmm. And this one, this was just a trimming from Steven, and I just had it wrapped around the spiderwood, and it's just taken off in there. I don't know what it's called. Steven put that in there because I don't know what it
Steven, what's it
is.
called?
He definitely knows.
I can't hear you.
He's in
What
the chat. I'm sure I'll type it.
what's nice about where you're at is you have Steven to give you good pointers on especially planted
Oh, yeah.
tanks.
That is helpful. I am jealous of all of the CO2 at his house,
Oh,
though.
it's a Ludwigia.
Hmm.
Ludwigia. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't grow that either.
Me neither.
These plants must just not like the Northeast.
Yeah, that must be what it is. Give plants to somebody down in Louisiana and they just explode. And she don't even run CO2. That's crazy.
No,
Must be
that's
nice.
not. Well, at first I had issues with algae, bad, but um, I have a flu ball 3.0 here, and I didn't really. I did the auto 24/7 mode,
Uh huh.
and that was a bad idea because
Ugh.
it was horrible. I have pictures of all the whole journey of that tank, and it was horrendous for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a problem with one tank, and it's getting hair allergy. And whenever you
Mm.
take it out, of course, it's all intertangled with some moss.
Mm-hmm.
The moss comes with it.
You know, I spent an hour pulling moss and hair algae apart one time. Then I realized I'll just spend the $10 and get another clump of moss.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah, and John, what I had in there, and I thought at first, oh, it was the moss. The moss triggered the explosion, but no, it was definitely the light and just the imbalance. So I want to have moss, but I have not had luck with it.
There's some moss I don't. The Java Moss did pretty good. I think I did. Oh man, what was that?
Christmas.
It was either Christmas. Yeah, it
Peacock.
was Christmas Moss, and it did not do any good at all. It just
Mm.
went away.
Yeah, my Java mouse seems to be doing better than the Christmas too.
Rico Stan wants to know what your dog's name is.
Her name is Gizmo or the Gizinator, depending on the time. Yeah, she's fierce. See,
Look, see, there it is.
there it is.
That's
Don't be
all.
ugly.
Oh, what
Okay,
kind of dog?
she's a Jack Russell Chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, she's jumping. She doesn't want to hang, y'all. You know why? Because she's hangry.
Oh, that was a good reason for that snarl then. Rico Stan said that dog's his new friend.
She's about to snarl again when I sit her down.
I
So,
think Steven's point from earlier that you're holding my cat in dog form is very valid.
oh,
Have you
Yeah,
ever seen me
she-
hold my
she's-
cat before?
I should have fed her first.
You should Lefty whenever he holds his cat. That's what his cat does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I don't think I've seen that. And
I mean, we can fix that right now. I can
Yeah,
go grab her.
I want to see.
I'll be right
I wanna
back.
see-
it's funny. Yeah, whenever he picks that cat up, it just sounds like it's ready to rip his freaking head off.
Mm. We had a cat she was 1 month shy of 20 years old. She was old. Old.
Wow.
Yeah. Had one since, but my mom now has 2 cats and there's hair everywhere. Cat
That's-
hair everywhere.
We had a cat once. She thought it was a female. Brought it home. I was fine with it. And then it started licking itself, and yeah, it was a male.
Oh,
I said it needs to go because I don't need it sprayed. I said-
yeah. Males do that.
I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need that to happen because of then the smell. You can't get rid of it.
Do you want to see the interrogation rooms?
The interrogation.
Do you know about that? So
No.
I had just escaped this tank, and I had nerite snails I put in there, and
Mhm.
I don't like their eggs. They were messing up my hardscape, like so many eggs.
And it's hard to get 'em off.
Yeah, and the way I had it scaped, I couldn't get it off. I actually had to remove all the hardscape, and I did 5 mini aquascapes and I labeled them interrogation room number 1, and then so on, number 2, number 3, number 4,
Oh, that's
5,
cool.
so that I can see who the culprit is. And so far, still only number 4 has been guilty. But
That's awesome.
so here's one of them. Here's number 5. There it is. Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And did I freeze again? No.
No, you're
there
good.
it is. It's right there.
That is great.
Oh, you can see number 3. See, there it is. There it is. Oh, I hear it.
There's
What?
the kitty.
What? I don't know what that means. Would that be easier to show this? Is that what you mean?
There's the
So anyway,
The
they all look the same. Did he see it? I see the kitty. Oh, does it bite you?
No. Nah, she never gets that bad. Oh, hi, I love you too.
It's great. It's funny how the animals do that.
Yeah, you're a good kitty cat.
the guilty one that has laid eggs. Yeah.
That is funny. The interrogation room. That's awesome.
Yeah. So still waiting on the others there.
That is funny. Instead of just getting rid of them, you made something out of it. It's funny. Oh,
Sister
there's a
was
question.
like, who
Oh, there's
is
the
it?
dog now.
There's so Eduardo has a question for you. How
All
long
right.
have you been keeping your fish in a box? And what are your favorite species? And do you breed any? And how's Claire?
I Claire's fine. Um, had a fish when I was a kid. And I don't know how long have we had this house. I don't know. Almost 7 years. So I had a tank the first year that we moved here, the 55, and then this past fall, um, I have a lot of tanks. I don't know. I just kept adding them, and yeah, I do want to breed, and I don't think I have a choice with the angel going to breed. I'm sure because there are a lot of them. So I ordered 10 of them, and I got sent around like 30.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
So they're in the tank, and then I have a 10-gallon underneath it with 4 of them. Yeah, they're all. I don't know if you can see them at all, Steven.
Yeah, you can see him a little bit. Yeah. So how big's that tank?
A 40.
And how
It's
many's
a.
in it?
They are. There's
Quite a few.
about 20 little ones. Little. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You're gonna definitely
So
have to get more tanks and bigger ones too, huh?
well, we're painting the living room and putting flooring in the living room, and then I have a little half wall dividing the living room and the kitchen. Plan on putting a tank on that half wall. So,
That's cool.
but I do have a 29-gallon in my closet that is going to go under this one, in the meantime when I need to. So there are a lot of them. A lot of angelfish. So,
Well, you're gonna have a lot of fun with that. There was a
yeah,
a sale that PetSmart was doing with the 75-gallon tank,
there's.
and I don't know
That's,
if they still have
I
it.
didn't know that.
Steven
Steven.
has a question
I
for you.
see that. Uh, like actual aquascape where I was trying this one, the the profile picture one. That's the first one I did, and that was January at Aqua, like right before Aquafest.
Okay.
The picture I sent
Cool.
you. That's the
Yeah,
first scape. That's the first scape I did. Um,
that's
I know
pretty.
what I messed up. Um,
Well, you learn from your mistakes, though. So you don't making mistakes ain't that bad because then you can learn from it.
I did learn a lot. What is Rico talking about?
Oh, because your hair is on his shirt. No.
Oh, oh, there. Is that better? It's a lot. It's a lot of hair.
Oh my.
I did do Escape 2 nights ago. I think no, yeah, Friday night. Whenever, what stream was that? Uh, which one was that? It had like everybody on there. I don't know. It's like 10 of them up there. Friday night.
Friday night.
Yes.
Oh my, I
Had
should know this.
Mm.
Metalheads.
Oh, was it
Ah,
Oh,
Metalhead
metalheads. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Hangout
okay.
stream?
I did Escape that night with some hardscape that I hated, and I love it now. So I was challenging myself to do something with some hardscape I wasn't going to use in anything else, and it actually looks pretty good. It's in the living room though, and I don't know how to switch cameras or anything like that. So I don't know how to show you that.
Yeah, you don't want to start pushing buttons if you don't know how to do it, because then you
I
end up.
don't.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't want to do
I
what
sent
I
you.
did the other day.
Oh, in the morning show.
Yeah. I went up to try to help because Dee Dee was having issues, and well, I just killed the stream an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Nice job.
really confused. I kept checking minutes, and I'm like, are they just not gonna? Okay, I guess we're just not finishing today. I guess it's just what happens. Skipper went to PetSmart and cut the string.
I meant I thought it said leave, so I said, all right. Yeah, well, it ended up closing the whole stinking thing. I was like, that was the wrong one.
That was wrong.
You
I
need
get
to
back
clarify
when
that better.
Oh,
you can't bring it back, and I'm like,
Nope.
okay, it straight up just sucks. This ain't cool. Then I felt so bad, and then Dee Dee ended up having to leave it. It had to
Steven
go
said to
somewhere
check
anyway,
Discord, Skipper.
so- Okay, I turned that off
I'm not
because
good
there's
at
been a
these.
lot of dinging.
Pet Athletics. No, he's a Basset Hound Beagle mix.
I love beagles. I had a foster puppy. The last foster, I almost adopted that one. It's a beagle. They're so
Thanks,
cute.
Ricky. Ricky doesn't even know my name. Called me Robert.
Oh,
Oh.
Our last dog was part Beagle too.
Mm.
oh wow, that is nice. Someone
So,
had to.
do you breed anything, Skipper? Are you breed? I
Well,
think
I'm trying to master my
Corridoras,
horse.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
actually, I have finally successfully. I can't speak today. It's Sunday.
And you had a long day yesterday.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. I went. Anyways, the long thing Corridor Aeneas is the first ones. I have like 24 little ones downstairs in a 20-gallon right now. And they're actually doing pretty well. I was very pleased with myself. It's like it's about time.
Pygmies to breed, but I don't know if they will. We just started a mini mosh pit, and they're in that tank with them. So I don't know if they will or not. I'm gonna
Well,
be rescaping it, and I don't think you can see that one behind me.
oh, the one behind you. What size
Yeah.
is that? Is that a 15 cube? Or
It
four?
is. Yeah.
Oh no, that's a cube.
Can you see it?
Nice. Yeah, we can
Yeah, we
see
can
it.
see it.
That's that stand I was trying to move for days. That's cinder blocks.
Oh,
The black
Ooh.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pygmies are in there, and that's going to be the mini mosh pit because my husband loved the mosh pit at Steven, so he wanted one, and then I have other little guppies in that one.
He sent a picture of that.
The one I did Friday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is. That turned out pretty good.
it does look good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I'm surprised that I liked it. I'm not finished with planting, but it's not bad.
What kind of stone is that?
Maple leaf stone, and the wood was Mopani wood, and I really hated that. I didn't think I was ever going to use it. I didn't like it at all, but it worked out.
Yeah, because that stuff will float for days. No, Mopani doesn't. Never mind. Singing
I
the
just
piece
didn't
that,
like it the way it looked.
yeah, it just had a weird shape to it, and you didn't care for it.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like it's funny. It's sitting right here in front of me. I went and got. I ended up getting this piece. I was like, well, it's kind of neat looking, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute, there's a big hole in the middle of it. And I was like,
Is
can't really put that in a quarry tank if you set it like this because it'll get trapped. Because some of
put
them,
it
they can't swim backwards. So
put
you
it
don't,
the other way and put like
yeah.
Java fern, narrow leaf, or something in the middle, coming out of the middle, out of the top.
Oh, like use it like a planter.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like a planter,
That's a good idea.
or
Put
like
it,
two
Question.
types of fern in it, like so it's not just one. Have like I don't know, two different, and then
that's
put some
actually pretty
anubias
good.
around the bottom, or boost around the bottom.
That's actually a plan I never had is some booze.
It's nice. I only have
Ooh.
a couple, but um, we're ordering a big bunch of it. And I'm excited, and it's going to go in this one around the right behind the rocks in the back. The rocks weren't green; they're green now, but they were not green. I had
Yeah.
Hydra really bad, and
Oh,
now they're dead, but the rocks are green. So
Huh.
I don't know. The dead Hydra looked like I don't know algae covering. Yeah,
interesting.
I was trying to scrub them, but the angelfish are extremely nosy and they wouldn't move. And I'm trying to use a like wire brush in there, and they won't move. They're just like pecking at it and stuff. They're really annoying sometimes. They're not shy at all.
This kid of mine, she drive me crazy. All right, Scott. I see it now. I gotta find it.
It's 6:19.
Steven, you like them green? I liked them better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he wants to know if you're coming to the Clash. Rumor has it there'll be a competition you might be good at.
That's the one in September, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That one I won't be because my son's birthday is September 24th, and if I were to go to that, I would feel like guilty the entire time. So,
You're a better person than me. I wouldn't. I'd go to it.
well, I don't know. There's one other event maybe. I don't know. I was talking to Stephen and Jenna last night about I would love to go to an event. So hopefully it'll happen. Not
Scotty
this year,
followed it up
next
with
year.
"Bring your son too."
Bring my
Yeah,
son too.
yeah.
Well, if I brought my son, I'd have to bring my stepdaughter. Um, kids are expensive. Okay, just saying. Trips with
It's the
the
reason
kids
I don't have
is
any.
like way more expensive than trips with just my husband and myself. So,
Took my son to the fish swap with us yesterday.
oh yeah,
Did
That
he pick
boy,
anything out he wanted, or did you
no,
just buy everything for yourself?
I've got everything for myself. He wanted an axolotl. I was like, no, we're good. Maybe
yeah.
later.
Our daughter wants one. That's what she wants, and I said no, not now.
There you go.
When
Scotty
they
just
start
volunteered you to be
helping,
the
then they can
babysitter.
get that.
Skipper.
Huh?
Skipper's gonna run the babysitting area at the Clash now.
But all right, Scott. Let's me
It'll
and
be
you.
like mini boot camp for 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do that.
Oh,
Those
man.
poor kids. Somebody would yell at them. They'd hit the floor and start doing push-ups. Yeah.
Brogan would. He's tough. Is he okay? What?
I don't think we got mysteries now, Steven. Let me see where it is.
Oh, Jimmy P.
Hmm.
Because he just wanted to say hello to you, saying that you're very kind to him, and me
I
and
love
Leslie's
Jimmy.
okay too.
And Mystery Snails wants to know if there are mystery snails in your future, Brookley.
Maybe if it'll work, and I mean, I'm sure I can find at least one tank that can have mystery snails. So I have 4 in my closet. I got them on sale. Did you see them yet?
Got to
Yeah.
move this back down to the basement.
So I already hit up the Petco sale already this month.
Oh yeah.
They're in my closet. You didn't see them when you were measuring it? The square footage for the floors? You didn't see it? Oh, I swore you saw it that night. Okay, okay. See, now he knows. He didn't know.
That you got up more tanks.
It's going under here. It won't even take up any room. Well,
Gotta love it. So we got to meet this guy yesterday, Fish Rumor, at the swap. He's a pretty nice guy.
that swap looked so fun. I was so jealous.
There were way more people than I thought would be there. I was not expecting shoulder to shoulder, like going like 6 inches every minute, walking around the dang tables.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that was actually my first swap.
Mine too.
And I was
Really?
like,
Yeah,
Yep.
we don't really. My state doesn't do a lot of that stuff. There might be some, but not that I know of. And I think they were surprised how many people there. I think I was talking to the VP of CCY, and he was kind of surprised at the turnout too. I think Scotty said a few of the vendors sold out.
Cinder
yeah,
balls.
it looked well. Yeah, whenever we went back in,
Yeah, we were at 2:30. We left. I think there were like 2 vendors that only had like a couple bags of stuff left.
Yeah, it was crazy. So if there was no way he's going to be able to make a deal. It was going to be hard because the amount of people that showed up.
So are swaps like? Is that like an auction or?
Actually, it's like a flea market for fish and office.
Okay.
It's a perfect description. Books. I hit up the book table.
I did too.
The book table?
Yeah, there was one guy selling some nice books on fish. I should probably go get him out the car, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, basically you rent the table, you bring your fish. You can either do bags or some people did tanks and they bagged it up for you. They either had like a price list or they just wrote the price on the fish bag, and there were some dirt cheap things there. What, there were 5 stir-bys for $25 or something like that, and those things usually run a lot more than $5 a piece.
Well, then
I wish we had something like that.
Well, if you know of any clubs that are around,
we do, but they don't do anything.
They don't do that. Wow. What it is, it's an awesome way for like you don't have to be in the club to have the table. Okay, it's
Am
what
I
it
frozen?
is. No, you're fine.
No, okay.
What's nice about it is if you have a lot of fish that you need to get rid of, it's a perfect place to go and just set them up. It's almost like a flea market or a yard sale or whatever you want to call it. But like they had, there was this guy that had L333s, and he had 2 of them for $40.
Wow,
that blew my mind because I've seen.
So if you're breeding, that's a good place. That's a good convenient thing to have if you have an overwhelming amount of fish,
right?
To sell it.
Yeah, it's true. Then wonderful Eduardo has another question. Wants to know about your chef specialties and when can he come over and eat dinner with you and the family?
If you want to come down to Southeast Louisiana, you just come on, and I can cook whatever. I don't know.
He's
cook
not too
a lot.
far.
I used to work in 5-star restaurants when I was 17. I got my first job. I mean, this restaurant was so expensive, I couldn't eat there. But I was a chef in the kitchen. I was training in there. And then I was the only woman there, too. I was obviously young. I was 17. And then the next one that I worked at, I was 19 or 20. I believe it was right before I got pregnant with my son. And I worked there in the kitchen. And I actually was considering going to culinary school, but also I was considering two other things. So I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and now I'm just a mom. So, but yeah, I love cooking, but I never would want to work in a restaurant again now. I just like to cook at home what I
Yeah.
want for, and plus it's hot to work in a kitchen.
Mm.
It's like
Mhm.
I would have to escape to the like cooler all the
Yeah, I agree with you. I used to do a lot of that myself whenever I was younger. And then whenever I was in the Army Guard, I was a cook. And it does, the summers suck.
it's hot. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like to cook everything, really. The best things are when I'm not following a recipe, and usually it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm just cooking something, and it ends up being amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, I eat it by and enjoy it.
Don't you don't share with the husband.
Oh, where was Steven's question?
Sometimes I'll wake him up and give he can have a little bit of it.
Here's a taste of it. Tell me, how is this? All right, bye. Enjoy it. Oh man.
I can't read it very well. I must need to get my eyes checked because it's not. Can you read that, Jenna? Can you
What's that?
see your screen? Like when you're sitting, you can read it.
Yeah,
Oh, I can barely read mine, and it's only 2.5 feet in front of me, and I have glasses on.
Oh, I don't know, Patrick. My cousins can't cook anything. I'm just saying. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people down here can.
yeah. Good food down there. Good food down
Mm-hmm.
south, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
So you have clubs, but they're not
Well,
really active as
I
what
have
state
one.
you said. You have one.
Yeah, I don't think they do anything. I really don't. I think they had a plan, but I don't think anything ever happened. And if they have something, it's I think in New Orleans, which I don't want to go to New Orleans now.
This sounds
Uh,
like you and Steven need to join the club and light a fire under their behinds.
There you go.
Just
something
pull a
more
skipper,
in Baton
dump fire,
Rouge
all
would be
the
better.
gas all over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want me to get involved. Well, it could be a good thing, but it also could mean a lot of work.
Steven, I'd say the books were a decent price. I don't think they were overly expensive.
No.
I got 3 books for $25, and most of them were way less than Amazon price.
Some were older books too.
They had like the single pamphlet ones too. It was like what, $1 for 2 or something, I think he said. I was
Yeah, I
looking
think
through
so.
it, but I didn't end up getting any.
Yeah, Eduardo, I'm done lurking, obviously, because
Ever since
I'm pretty much like everywhere, all day, unless I have to work, and even then, I'm still talking in the chat. I'm bad at that. I'll say I'm supposed to be lurking, and then I don't. Like,
well, listen, you see something while you're doing something, and then you're like, oh, I gotta. Then you type it, and
yeah,
like, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
or I hear somebody say something and I got to comment on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm done lurking. I don't think I'm not good at lurking anymore. So
That's what happens when you go down there to Aquafest and you meet Steven and Jess.
you know what's funny? I had seen, been lurking for a while. I didn't know Steven lived in. I didn't know he lived down here. I didn't know that.
The hot
And
skip to jump away.
yeah, yeah, it's like 7.1 or something like that miles from my house. I didn't know
Wow.
that. And I was like, well, you live here? You live like here? Like over here? Or like, he said, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's so weird. Like, that is So yeah,
Well, then there's another aspect of you said about the lurking thing. When somebody like this guy, since he's messing with me, I'm going to get him back now. He just started, and he's like, "Who's streaming next? Who's streaming next?" So I got him. I told him where to go to look at the calendar, and he's been hooked ever since. He's the event coordinator for the Clash. Him
We'll
and
have-
3 other people.
We'll have
Or
Blake's
2
here soon hooked too.
Tucker says hi. Hi, Tucker.
Oh, his
You
dog.
know about that? Yes, his dog.
Tucker.
That might be the most I've laughed in a stream yet.
I think I missed that.
You should go. Well, yeah. It was something.
Stream was it?
Rico's. I don't know when it was, but I had to message Steven and ask him. I'm not going to say it what I said, but
Oh,
I thought he was being, I don't know, goofy or I don't know. I don't know if they were joking, but Rico looking down and talking to Tucker like that, and I'm like, I needed to clarify if Tucker
Oh, I
was a
remember that one
picnic
now.
or something, or if it was, or if there's something I don't know about. And
Oh,
Now I
Steven
remember that one.
answered me, and he was like, I just choked on my water. Can I please send this to Rico? So I said, yeah, and about he was really got that message.
oh my.
Yeah. I was like crying laughing that day. That was
Oh,
oh man.
and so what? Annette says he has 2 Tuckers. Just say hi to the right one.
Yeah.
I do remember it now. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I sent the message I sent Steven. I was like, real quick, just one question.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Great.
So that is put the eggplant when I talk to Rico. When I say to Rico, if you were wondering why that emoji every time,
Yep,
that's why
I was. I saw it, and I was like, now
that
I know.
is it.
That's
Yeah.
Tucker.
Mm-hmm. That would be Tucker.
Oh my, that is great. What do you have any bucket list fish that you don't have that you would like to get?
Yeah, discus.
Oh, that's a good one to
It'll
have.
be a while from now, but I will have them eventually. So, yeah, some point. That's what I want.
They love
Discus.
playing at tanks. You'd be good for them.
That's like dream fish. I want discus. They're my favorite.
Mm.
And more
Yeah,
pygmy
very
cories.
Yeah, pygmies.
I
I
love
was
them.
going to pick some up, and that store didn't have them that we were at, and their website said it did.
That's just a little bit of lip down the actual store.
Mm-hmm.
At least the fish part. The hardscaping stuff, I probably should have gotten something, but
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff there for that.
Yeah, that at the swap
Yeah,
yesterday.
the swap was at that. Well, if you guys were watching the Saturday morning cartoon,
Yeah.
he was shown a little bit. Then he went to go into the swap area, and his phone just shut off on him, which sucked because he was going to show everything, but it happens. He
Yeah, I
didn't hit a
saw the
button.
hardscape.
It literally just did it. He didn't
Yeah.
do what I did. It literally just shut off on him.
Would it be rude if I went with the curtain? The kids keep walking up to this door right by me, and they're like putting their face on the glass.
Like, what is
Oh,
she
yeah.
doing?
Bex is saying
They're-
she'll send you some
no.
cookies.
They're playing. Yeah, that's why I keep looking over there. I don't
Girl,
care. They're getting along, so it's fine.
Beck says whenever they get big enough, her pygmy cories, she'll send you lots of them.
Yeah, she has them breeding too. Yeah.
Annette says she uses a peach for Kyle.
Hello, Jennifer
Oh,
Weaver.
she would. She would.
Hello, Jennifer. Jesus.
Sorry, I hit that. I was hoping the rope fish would come out. I'm
You just
surprised
have
he's
one
not.
in there?
We have two. We have noodle and nope rope. Danger noodle is the big one, and nope rope is the little one.
Now, you gonna have to upgrade a tank for them? Do they
Mm-mm.
get big?
Well, they're not. They get long, but a 55 should be fine for them.
Okay.
They haven't, and I think because it's so tall,
Okay.
they. And I used to have a turtle dock. Isn't it called turtle dock? Is that what that's called? I don't know. Whatever the thing for turtles, I had that in there because rope fish supposedly would they come out of the water to eat.
Oh.
Um, like in the wild, they do. They'll hop out of a riverbank or and eat like crickets and little bugs and stuff, and then get back in the water. And that's why they jump out of people's tanks all the time. So I tried to set up a little spot for them to do that, but they they don't care. They don't. They don't. They just and he'll top of the water, but he hasn't tried to jump. But when he was in a bucket, when I was having to escape the tank, he jumped for sure.
Oh.
And I didn't know. I didn't know if they're wet, they can actually breathe. I believe it's 8 hours out of
Really?
water. If they're unless they, dry out, then
Right.
yeah. But we walked in and it was on the floor, and my husband and I freaked out because we didn't. Then I didn't know, and I thought, yeah. I mean, it's not the cheapest fish ever. It's not very like crazy expensive, but he was like freaking out about it. Put him back in the bucket. He was fine.
I never
That's
knew
good.
that. Never knew that. That's amazing. That's like Jess's killifish that jumped out of the
Is
fish
that
tank.
me?
No, you're
Yeah,
fine.
that was crazy.
Yeah, when
Okay.
that killifish jumped out,
Some
and her
fish will do
husband
that.
just put it under running water and put it back in. It lived.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Well, we had killifish, um, golden wonder killifish. We had one, but after the hurricane, um, he passed away, and my son was devastated from that fish. So we got more recently. I guess it was probably 2 months ago now, and they're nothing like our old killifish. Our old one, the 55, and he never jumped. He never would jump. So I didn't know killies even were jumpers, um,
I,
until the ones we got, and he jumps. Yeah, every
yeah, I
time.
didn't know they were jumpers either.
Hmm.
So yours jumps out all the time too. Like every time you
Steven
open the
has
lid.
them now.
Oh,
Hmm. Like as soon as you would open the lid, he'd jump. Yeah.
that's
So like
suicide.
maintenance sucked.
Huh.
So now it's a problem.
You gave it
He's
to
got
Steve.
has lids on his tanks though. I don't like having lids on the tank.
I need lids. I can't do without lids.
Do you have rainbows?
I did, and I had one jump out of the tiniest little slit in the back where the cord for the heater comes out. The light
What?
came on. I flipped the light on to feed him, and it was right at the top, and it just right out.
Oh no.
And he landed on the concrete slab, and I looked at him. I said, "You stupid fish!" I just picked him up and threw him back in. He was fine, but like I didn't think they would jump out. So then I took saran wrap and just saran wrapped the whole lid on.
Oh yeah?
What?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't really want jumpers because I'm ADHD. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
But
you don't.
I noticed I would procrastinate any kind of maintenance on that tank. Like I never really even scaped it. But I never did scape that tank because that fish got on my nerves. 'Cause hey, and I had stuff. It was on my kitchen table. That was how bad it was at my house at the time. But he jumped out, and I couldn't find him. And he was in a cup of this Dinnerlay little rocks. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember the name, but yeah, he was in that bottle of the rocks. So I had to fill it up with water so he could swim out of it back into the tank. Yeah. So with Killies for at least because
You're
I just don't want I don't want jumpers. So
Yeah.
yeah.
especially if you don't like having lids.
No, I stay at home. I stay at home. I don't work. So I'm constantly messing with the tanks. So it's just aggravating if I have to take a lid off. I don't know. I'm ridiculous sometimes, but I don't do lids.
Well, I mean, if you're home all the time, then plus, like you
Mhm.
said, you're always doing stuff with them. You'll know if
Yeah.
something would jump out or not.
But if we leave for the weekend or something, I we a lid to put on the 55. Just the rope fish decide that they want to get out while we're not home. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put it on there if we're not here. But I've left to go run errands or whatever, and they haven't heard anything. So
Well, you got a lot of space and cover for them, so they're having
yeah.
probably a good old time in there, and they're fine with that.
Funny thing about them, they love the bubbles. Like we have a air stone in there,
Uh huh.
and every night they play in the bubbles. Like
No.
they play in it. I'm telling you, I don't know what else it is. They like they'll swim into it and then get blown up by the bubbles and then swim out and then come back around, do it again. And they do it over and over and over and they play in the bubbles.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's funny. And the coaches will too. But they'll swim around the power head. I have a co-op power head in there and they'll swim around the I don't know why, but I thought something was wrong with them, but I think they just like to play. I don't know what they're doing. They don't stay hidden though, which is cool. The little a lot of spaghetti fish in there.
Mm. See, Beck said about now for you guys, it probably ain't like that, but for us people that are up further north, for us, we'd have a lot of evaporation. But
Yeah,
you have constant humidity down there, even in the winter, right?
yeah, always some. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't really been anywhere where there's not humidity,
Mm.
so I don't know. I think maybe once, but I don't know. Thinking
To
about it,
see up
it
here,
is what
it's
it is.
real. Yeah, up here it's real dry in the winter,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
so like I know, like for instance, in the basement where I've built my fish room, it
Hmm.
gets like that, like in the evaporation real quick. Now in the summer it's not because we have humidity then, and at least here in Pennsylvania we get it. It gets pretty humid in the summer. I don't know about up in Connecticut.
It'll get
I know.
yeah.
So I did water changes on these um Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, and I haven't put any more water in it since. So
No.
it does evaporate, but not.
Not fast.
I mean, yeah, no, not really fast.
My dog's being a pain in the butt. Got 3 labs. Holy cow!
I'm
Oh,
losing. So since I'm testing one of those lights, I have no lid on my 10-gallon. I lose
yeah,
about 2 gallons a week from evaporation.
Yeah.
2 gallons.
Yep, a week.
Wow.
So I'm constantly having to fill it up now. When the
Hmm.
lid's on, I maybe lose a gallon a week every week and a half.
Hmm. So do the plants grow the same with lids? Like, does the lighting? I don't know.
It
I've always wondered if like you had lids on, if the plants would struggle if you didn't have a really high powered light. No, they
I stick to mostly like the low light plants, so I've never done super high ones. So
yeah.
I've never noticed that. But I mean, if you get a lid that's got decent enough LEDs, I think it would be about the same as with no lid.
It just depends on the light, though. Like if you get, say, you go and you buy a kit, okay, and you know how they got them little LED lights up on there now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's still going to grow, but it's not going to grow as good as what like the lights you have.
Yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
on the
Because
55 for years,
yeah,
no luck. It was
mm,
bad.
yeah. So I mean, that's
It
why
was
like
old.
mine, for instance, they don't grow the greatest because it's the tube lights or the T8s or whatever they are,
Mm-hmm.
and from the original, but you can get different spectrums for them also. But then you're paying more money. What I
You
would
could
like to
change it
do,
out. You're saying
yeah,
you could.
hmm
Yeah, I don't.
but
I never even thought about the lighting when we had
mhm,
that. It was the kind that snap into like the lid.
yeah, hmm
Yeah, yeah. We bought that on Marketplace from somebody, and I mean they were like this big,
yeah,
tiny, and it
hmm
was. I don't know how old it was. It was an old tank, and I couldn't grow anything. It was bad. I failed a lot, but yeah, I guess you could just change them out. I never thought of.
Fishimon, they are great. Thank you. He gave me a couple L33s yesterday, and appreciate them. They're awesome fish. Hopefully, I don't kill them. They're so beautiful, but they're doing good. And then I saw Scott had a question: can fish overeat? And Maria answered it. Thank you, Maria. That yes, it's some fish will
Overeat.
eat
Yeah,
until they die.
yeah, for sure, for sure. They're always hungry.
Hmm.
All
Hmm.
the other fish made it good. Okay, I got to tell a story because them guys are going. So I'm doing a video on it, but I got 2 minutes. So I got to make it quick. So I got a bunch of fish yesterday. I mean, a lot, and I just set tanks up.
Oh, fun.
It set everything up, and I was like, man, because I have a back injury right now. My hip was starting to hurt, so I went and laid down to stretch it. I fell asleep. Woke up this morning, and I was like, oh hell!
Oh,
Hurried up and ran down to the basement. Every fish was still alive, thank God, and they all are doing great.
they were in bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're still bagged up.
Mm-mm.
So y'all did awesome with protecting your fish.
Yep.
Even the people that I got got fish at the
Swap.
swap too. They did really well.
Well, that's
Oh boy, I was like, I'm
that.
gonna get down there and
Yeah.
all these fish are dead. And I'm like, oh,
Then your wife really would have killed you.
you damn right she would have.
How many tanks did you have to set up?
4. What
Mhm.
sizes were they?
I did 210s and 220s.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sounds like a good day.
I mean,
Good haul, huh?
that wasn't the issue. It's just I fell asleep.
Yeah. That could have
Whatever,
been real bad.
it
Could have been
happens.
bad. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, all the fish are doing great, Jason. All right, we got a minute left. I want to thank everybody that has shown up for the chat. Thank Lefty for co-hosting and Brookley Bell for being our guest tonight.
Yeah.
And
Couldn't tell you
she's
no, Skipper.
I know it's great, isn't it? But everybody go over to Q Aquatic. She is next. And you have a wonderful evening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And thanks to the mods.